want to say something about my mama. Your mama dead. Your mama dead. Go dig up. Go dig up. Post a picture of your mama. She dead. Pay respect. Stop playing with my mama.
Man, first of all, don't talk about my mama. That keep pushing, man. But mama pretty. You call my mama ugly. That don't mean that much to me. I really don't give a little problem a tiny one. Somebody tipping police on where to find me, son. Shit's about to get ugly. Think I'm the one. 1 minute, they telling jokes. Next minute, they buying guns. I know how your dudes get down in the guns with switches. Y'all get back south. Ain't no that way. That ain't the G in my unit. You know I don't play. I don't play about my mama. I go to war about my mama. This 50 Cent and T.I. beef just got way worse since the last update. And nobody saw this twist coming. The whole situation flipped in a way that caught everybody off guard. Right now, it feels like 50 might actually be losing control of this one. He stepped into a clash with a young dude who clearly is not backing down. In the last breakdown, we talked about how 50 Cent posted a photo of TYY's wife and made jokes about her appearance. That move right there changed the temperature instantly. That post didn't sit well, and it opened the door for T.I.'s son, King Harris, to jump straight into the smoke. Say something about my mama. Your mama dead as your mama dead as dig up. Go dig her up. Post a picture of your mama. Dead. Pay respect. Stop playing with my mama. Playing like that, going like that. How y'all? I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going by my mama. I'm not going. So tell your dead-ass mama, dig her ass up and post a picture that looked better than my mother with you. Tie no who the with you. Put that music up. My shut the cuz. All that other. Ain't gonna get on my mother, your mama dead. As dig that up. Not going now. What they're going to do about that? Not going. I don't give a how not going to my mama like your mama ain't dead. As in King did not come playing around. Some people are even saying he's been more ruthless than anyone 50 has ever dealt with before. Right after 50 made that post, King responded by sharing an image of 50's late mother's gravesite and started throwing heavy words around. Things escalated fast when someone warned him saying, "They're going to kill you. Better stop this." King fired back saying, "F them ninjas, man. Ain't nothing die about they cousin them. What's up, Aunt?" He made it clear he wasn't scared of the fallout. King is moving like he does not care about long-term consequences at all, but stepping into a battle with someone like 50 Cent is risky business. 50 is known for holding grudges forever and playing a long game. He doesn't forget, and he definitely doesn't forgive easily. After King took things there by speaking on his late mother, 50 didn't respond with a long rant. Instead, he came back with a meme, keeping it slick but strategic. This whole thing is getting deeper by the minute, and neither side looks ready to wave a white flag. So boom. The meme 50 dropped was wild, but calculated. He edited a movie-style scene where he put his own face on one character and King Harris's face on another. In the clip, the character with King's face gets chased by a car, runs off, then looks back and sees 50 pulling up. The caption said, "Grown Manish boy." That was 50 basically saying this ain't kid games. This is grown territory. Now, let's keep it real. If we're calling it the first round, King Harris clearly came in swinging harder. His response hit lower and felt more ruthless. He wasn't joking. He was going straight for shock value. But this didn't stop after that exchange. King kept applying pressure online, and the energy didn't cool off at all. Before we even get deeper into King's moves, T.I. stepped in and dropped a diss track aimed at 50. The record is called The Right One, and I'll be honest, T.I.'s flow sounds like it's stuck in another era. It feels like early 2000s delivery, like he never updated the engine. But the real issue is not the flow, it's the content. The lyrics dig into old situations and bring up topics that 50 probably doesn't want dragged back into the spotlight. It's the kind of stuff that people thought was buried years ago. Now, here's the interesting part. 50 hasn't responded with a track, but to be fair, 50 doesn't really rap back at anybody anymore. He hasn't jumped into a back and forth on wax in a long time. At this point, he moves different. He plays chess, not checkers. If he responds, it might not be through music at all. In the disc, throws heavy accusations and calls 50 names that carry serious weight. But there's one specific line deeper in the track that stands out. If you scroll down and really listen close, it touches on something from the past that 50 likely doesn't want reopened. That's where this could get messy fast. All right, this is where things get real serious. In the track tie-apps, you hate women. Guess that's why you can't keep one. You can't love them cause from your mama you receive none. Oh no, you'd rather set fires to houses with babies in them. I got paperwork from ninjas in prison. Your name is in them. Peter Parker Journalism. He's saying I guess I'm Venom now. I might get to the courthouse. I do my deposition. I come back outside. It was a guy following me trying to intimidate me to the point where my lawyer was so worried that she would just please be careful. And so he was trying to kick me out the house, and he couldn't get me out the house. And that's another thing where he says like, oh, he went to deposition papers, which once I started doing my YouTube channel, I could be able to side by side and bring up stuff. His lawyer actually asked me where was my evidence, and that was the first part of the house to burn down. Those are heavy lines, and he was clearly trying to hit 50 where it hurts. Now, let's break this down carefully. Being called a rat is not new when it comes to 50. That label has been thrown around for years, with people claiming there's paperwork and stories floating in the background. At this point, it almost feels like he's immune to that talk. But the part about set fires to houses with babies in them, who was on the house at the time, when it got set on fire? That's another thing he tried to create the narrative was me, my boyfriend. No man lived with me in that house. And I will repeat, no man lived with me in that house. No man except for Maris. And he wasn't a man at the time. He was a child. Deal. What do you think of the motive was behind it to really get rid of you or to scare you out of the house? Honestly speaking, I think it was together because the time it wasn't like it happened when the kids were in school. Maybe I was there by myself or it happened the hours sleeping. No one's up. Just in that second, I came from Marissa's room to the top of the stairs. I went down maybe 3 steps and the flame just shot up to the ceiling. It was just we couldn't even make it downstairs. So you're the first person that's seen the fire. Well, I'm getting from this, right? I heard the glass. So my daughter said, she said she thought I broke something because all she heard was me cursing. But for some reason, I was so enraged. I was like this mother up. I was like this mother sent somebody to burn a house. And so my daughter said she just heard glass and me cursing. That's a different level of accusation altogether. There have long been public rumors tied to an old situation involving 50 and his former partner during a custody dispute. According to various reports and online discussions over the years, there was a house fire at a property connected to that situation. Some people have speculated about what happened, and different narratives have circulated ever since. However, it's important to say clearly that these are allegations and claims that have been debated publicly, not proven facts. Back then, there were legal disputes about housing and custody arrangements. Curtis Jackson, 29-year-old, who admitted to trampling and beating 3 women at a concert. He attacked women. We were just there to see a concert. We were not there to get beat up. We were not there to get hit. Court filings and public records showed tensions around living arrangements, and the eviction process was reportedly complicated. After the fire incident, a police report was filed, and media outlets at the time covered the claims being made. But no court ever convicted 50 of setting that fire, and he has denied wrongdoing in the past. Still, when T.I. brings that situation back up in a diss track, it reopens old wounds and old headlines. That's why this line stands out more than the others. It touches on a controversial chapter that many believed was already closed. Whether people believe the rumors or not, the fact that it's being amplified again in a public rap battle makes it explosive. I previously broke down the full timeline of that situation in detail, but instead of rehashing everything right now, let's go straight to the clip and hear directly what his former partner had to say about that incident at the time. She also shared more claims in past interviews, saying that during the time she was going back and forth to court, someone she believed was connected to 50 was allegedly following her and making her feel intimidated. She described it as harassment and said it added pressure during an already tense custody situation. These are her allegations, and they've been part of the public narrative for years. Then she fast-forwards to the night of the house fire and says she believes the timing was intentional. According to her version of events, everyone in the home was upstairs asleep when it happened. She emphasized that this was late at night when the family was inside. She suggested that if someone wanted to avoid people being there, they could have chosen a different time. Again, these are her claims from interviews, not court-proven conclusions. What's wild is that she told this story in a smaller interview platform, not some massive media outlet. Imagine if I managed to bring her into this current moment to speak again. That would instantly turn the temperature up in this beef. Even the idea of that happening makes this situation feel heavier for 50, but it didn't stop there. After I dropped the track, King Harris jumped back in and took control of the online narrative. He's been on social media nonstop, posting clips and old headlines, trying to highlight past controversies connected to 50. He's digging through history and putting everything back in the spotlight. Now, I follow hip-hop history closely. I usually know the timelines, the court cases, the old rumors, all of it. But King started bringing up things that even I had to double-check. For example, he posted a clip that appears to show 50 in court in a past case involving allegations of misconduct. Public records do show that 50 has faced legal issues before, and some cases were resolved through plea or settlements. Still, context matters, and not every viral clip tells the full story. This back and forth is no longer just jokes and memes. It's turning into a deep dive into old legal battles and personal accusations. And that's why this situation feels like it's escalating fast. Listen, if someone ever makes a real 50C documentary and lays everything out from every angle, that project would be insane. Not just the music, but the controversies, the court cases, the business moves, the grudges, all of it. If a director really digs deep and tells the story from start to finish without filters, that would be one wild series to watch. Now, King didn't stop at T.I.'s diss track. He also went straight at 50 and his son. Mr. Jackson did this. You do think so? Yes, I know some. Why do you say that? He threatened me on Monday. He did. He threatened me. Look, watch what I'll do. I have someone come kill you. He threatened me. He threatened me on Monday, and this is what he did. How long were you two together? We were together for 13 years. Relation just ended over a year ago. He cannot accept it. I have moved on with my life, and he'd be like, "'Cause you want to strip me of everything, and I didn't allow it." I fought back, and this is what he's trying to do. He tried to kill me and his own child. Why do you know that? He threatened. He told me he would. He told me he would have someone come do something to me. He told me he would. He said, "Why should I have someone come kill you?" And that's what he did. That's what he did. I know he did. It's not a doubt in my mind on my son's life. I know he did. What happened? Did you see anything? Someone threw something through the window, and the house just ignited. Couldn't even make it downstairs. We had to jump out the window. Do you think he hired someone to do it? Yes, of course. I know. He's too much of a cow to do anything himself. You're blaming City for this? Yes. 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 He released a statement saying he was happy everyone got out alive. He didn't even if you released a statement. If you care about your child, he has made no attempt to contact his child. He calls my grandmother when he's upset, and he wants to talk about me. He calls my uncle. He calls my aunt. He's not made one attempt to come find out if his son is okay. Does that sound like a concerned father? A concerned father don't sign over their rights. A concerned father do not sign over legal, physical. He has no rights over him off. He's none. He signed away cussing. He tries to make like he's a doing beautiful father. He's not. He cares about he is a deadbeat because it's not about monetary. He's a deadbeat. He heard this in the middle of the night. Yes, I did. Talk about the custody of the house. He didn't want you to have that. No. And we was in Supreme Court. I did my deposition yesterday. He trashed. Yesterday. Knew that he trashed on Monday, but I did my deposition yesterday, and they saw the evidence that I had. We had express oral agreement in it, and I have proof that he said that, and this is what happened. He knew I was going to get that house and dangerous. He doesn't care. Anyone who tried to take a roof over their child's head, do they care about putting them in danger? Well, you drive around a bulletproof van all day, every night. When you want your son to be somewhere safe, you think about, yes, I think he would. He's obsessed. If he can't have me, he feel like no one can. He's obsessed. He's very upset. Over the house right now. Yes, we were in court. We're in litigation. We're fighting over the house. What did he tell you? He said that he was going to have someone come kill me and watch what he does, and this is what he did. So he threatened you? Yes. And he has made no contact to even see how his son is doing. No contact. I'm very upset. King posted a photo of 50 sitting with his teenage son and added the caption, "You think you raising a man having him sit in your lap as a teenager? That's a who, sir." PMPS. This is not AI. He was clearly trying to turn a normal father-son moment into something people would debate online. Let's pause on that, though. One thing that often gets criticized in the culture is fathers not showing affection to their sons. When people see a dad hugging his son or being emotionally present, some immediately try to twist it. That reaction says more about the audience than the moment itself. Healthy father-son bonds shouldn't be mocked or made into something negative. But in a heated rap feud, lines like that get thrown around fast. Still, bringing family into it shows how ruthless this battle has become. King is not easing up at all. He's digging for anything that can spark conversation and shake 50's image. And then he took it even further. King reposted older promotional images of 50 holding adult novelty product from a business venture he launched years ago. At the time, 50 had entered the market with branded lifestyle and intimate products as part of a broader marketing strategy. The campaign was controversial, but it was positioned as a business move. However, when those images resurfaced in the middle of a public feud, they hit different. The photos alone, without context, can look shocking to someone who never knew about that business chapter. And that's exactly what King is banking on. Pulling old visuals and letting social media run with it. This is no longer just about rap bars. It's about reputation, optics, and who can control the narrative the longest. This whole situation is wild, plain, and simple. It's messy, it's loud, and right now, King is clearly dominating this round. He's moving fearless, and he's not slowing down at all. King wrote Curtis the Johnson Juggler. This the magic stick you talking about. I just know this tough and buff. I ninja ain't out you and the general public gripping dick in real life. This what you gotta do to sell out, man. Man, he kept going saying, "Lord Ninja, you got the right one this time. Dear Miss Jackson, your son, a freaky man. Wish he was here to whoop his eye." That's heavy talk, especially when he mixes references to 50's late mother with those old product images. That combo was designed to shock. The strategy here is obvious. King is stacking personal angles on top of old business visuals and emotional topics. It's aggressive and calculated. Whether people like it or not, that kind of approach grabs attention fast. Now, here's the deeper layer. King stepping into this feud feels a little unbalanced. He's young, bold, and came up in the social media era where controversy equals clout. He doesn't seem worried about long-term industry. Politics. A lot of older artists hesitate when dealing with 50 because they don't want their past dragged back into headlines. But King doesn't have decades of public history attached to his name. There's less for 50 to pull from. On the flip side, 50 has over 30 years in the spotlight. That's 3 decades of interviews, court cases, business moves, and viral moments. King has endless material to repost, reinterpret, and remix for a new audience. That's a huge advantage in a social media battle like this. And it didn't stop there. King also reposted a clip of 50's former partner speaking about the house fire situation from years ago. Along with the video, King added commentary implying that 50 still has issues with women. By resurfacing those past interviews, King is trying to reinforce the narrative that T.I. brought up in the diss track. At this point, this isn't just rap beef. It's digital warfare built on archives, screenshots, and old controversies being revived in real time. And neither side looks ready to log off anytime soon. All right, this whole situation is getting intense, and the internet is eating it up. Like the caption floating around says, "Why does nobody talk about this 50 burn his baby mama's house on fire in 2008? That's a question being repeated online. And let's be clear again, those are long-standing allegations and rumors that have been debated publicly for years, not proven facts. This is commentary on what's being said, not a statement of guilt. Now, I even saw a comment saying, we must remind T.I. that King Harris won this beef for him. And honestly, I get why some people feel that way. It almost feels uneven. From 50's perspective, going back and forth directly with King is tricky. King is young. If 50's fully engages in A, nonstop back and forth, people might say he looks wild arguing online with someone much younger. So he's in a weird position. King, on the other hand, has freedom to say almost anything without worrying about legacy the same way. 50 wants T in the ring, not his son. So, King can throw punches all day, while 50 has to calculate every response. We've seen 50 reply once or twice, but he's not going full throttle like he has in past beefs. That's what makes this dynamic interesting. And let's be real, in previous feuds, 50 has applied heavy pressure. Some fans are pointing out that the energy doesn't look the same here. They're asking why he's not giving King that same intensity. Right now, it feels like King is carrying the momentum for T.I., whether that was planned or not. But I want to hear from you. Who's really up in this battle? Is King winning on behalf of T, or is 50 just waiting to play the long game? Drop your thoughts in the comments section, and let's talk about it. And if you rock with this kind of breakdown, make sure you subscribe to Dripzine right now. Like the video, share it with your people, and don't forget to comment to keep the conversation going. If you want to support a small content creator trying to grow, hit that hype this video button too. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for the support.